Hey everybody, this is Dalton from Coyote Classics. We got a nice and cloudy Friday afternoon here, but I'm super excited to show you this 1972 Chevelle Super Sport before the rain starts coming down. This car is phenomenal. Really an anomaly. Just start off by saying the car has 42,000 original miles. It's just one of the main things that is pretty cool. But with those 42,000 miles, you have the original 350 motor, never been out of the car. And it's super clean, fires right up, runs and drives awesome. You got power steering, okay? You got power brakes and front disc brakes. But it's super cool looking at this motor to know that, I mean, this is what it came with in 1972, and this never been out of the car. You can see it does show its age, but real cool. So the car is actually believed to be a 4-owner car as well. So not just a 40,000 mile car, but a 4-owner car that stayed in the same area for its whole life. As you can see, it's got that real nice pewter silver color. It's beautiful. Probably one of my favorite colors on the Chevelle. And this silver is usually paired with black Super Sport stripes. But another thing that makes this car unique is when they ordered it from the factory, 1414 pewter silver with SS stripe delete. So they were one of the few that decided to leave those good-looking stripes off. And I really like that when they repainted this car 20 years ago, they decided not to put them on. Beautiful paint. We put on some new bumpers when it came here, but if you look around the bezels on the turn signals, those look original. I believe we did put in a brand new grille as well. But the rest of this front here is original. It really looks phenomenal. So as I was saying, it is 20-year-old paint back to its original color. Being 20-year-old paint, there's going to be some minor flaws. But with this one, I'm really impressed how little flaws there are. I noticed there is some solvent pop kind of coming through in the paint here on this hood, right by the hood pin. And there's a little more solvent pop right up here. Not a perfect paint job, but a very, very nice 20-year-old paint job that still has a brilliant shine today. It's got the Cragar SS wheels, Indy 500 tires, a lot of tread on them, raised white letters. And the wheels look phenomenal. Jason did a fantastic job shining those up. Takes him sometimes an hour and a half to go over all the wheels, sometimes even more. But he really does a good job, and it's well worth the cost. But yeah, those SS wheels, Cragar SS's give it a real nice stance. All the body panels line up very nice on it. The hood did, all the doors do. Underneath this car too is rock solid, 100% original. And if you go to our website, coyoteclassics.com, we got a bunch of pictures of the undercarriage, and you ought to go check those out. I'll put the link to our website in the description. But the paint all the way down the sides is really nice on it. We'll get kind of a sneak peek at our interior. Black bucket seats, column or console shift. Hopefully I said that right. Y'all can check. Console. A nice Super Sport dash, original. I'll talk to you a little bit more about the interior here in a minute. We'll finish going over this side of the Chevelle, but you look down in the sail panels here, super solid. They did a great job when they painted it. Paint across the roof looks really nice. I noticed some more solvent pop in this when I get in the right way. Yeah, kind of right in here is a little bit more kind of solvent pop. It's kind of hard to see, but it's such a beautiful color. Back quarter paint is really nice. No bubbles in this quarter. There's some solvent pop and a few rock chips, as you'd expect. But the thing that I love most about cars like this, low mileage original cars, is they drive so damn nice. And we'll kind of showcase that here in a little bit when we take it on a spin, but really nice driving car. Real solid in front and behind the wheel well on this back quarter. Trunk lid lines up nice. It's got that dual exhaust that it comes standard with a Super Sport. We did not replace the back bumper. I believe we did get a new front bumper. Back bumper we left original because it's really in pretty nice shape for original. You have some small pitting, obviously, but really pretty clean. And man, that exhaust sounds good. Trunk gap lines up really nice on the driver's side, just as it did on the passenger side. And in here, I mean, you car guys know this is a problem spot for these Chevelles and a lot of these old cars, because water will kind of come in through here and sit and rust between the trunk and the back window. But this is all really solid. And being 20-year-old paint, you can always tell the quality of the paint and bodywork. After 20 years, when you put a lot of Bondo in it, you're going to see cracks. You're going to see splits, and it becomes pretty obvious what amount of Bondo was used and where was it placed when you've had a car with 20-year-old paint. And this one, I can tell you by going around it multiple times and oohing and on at it, there's no excessive Bondo in this car as far as I can see. Driver's side panel is really nice. Looking across the roof is beautiful. Another problem spot for rust is always in these rear quarters, and on this car both sides really solid original. Tires have great tread on them. They almost look brand new, so that's nothing that you'll need to do there if you're to buy this car. And if you're looking for a Chevelle, this is a sweet one. Door gap on the driver's side is real nice. Our jams are super nice on both sides. I forgot to open the passenger side door and check that out, but we can run around there and take a look at that. But interior is nice. Doors shut really well. I mean, you'd expect that with an original car like this one. Good door gap, front to back. Beautiful paint over the front fender here. Bumper lines up good. All our glass is in great shape too. No chips, no wiper marks. Cowl hood. I'll go over here so we can check out the door jamb and interior here on this passenger side. Painting the door jambs is fantastic. I'll try to get underneath underneath here so you can see. Bottom side of the door is really nice. I mean, you just don't see, you see a lot of cars with original low mileage if you look around, but it's very hard to find a Chevelle with 40,000 miles. So many times when these cars were bought new, they were just kind of beat on, and especially if you went with a Super Sport package. Usually went for the Super Sport package for one reason, and that's for power and for having a lot of fun. And this car, you can tell, is just babied. With the interior, we were told that they did new carpet and new seat covers. Everything else is original. And based on my opinion, going around it and looking at it, that's 100% correct. Inside of the door jambs are very nice. These original door panels look fantastic too. It's really cool to see an original Super Sport door panel in that kind of shape. Headliner fits really nice. I don't think that's ever been redone. Our dome light works. Our back seat's very nice as well. Like I said, I'm pretty sure the front and back have been recovered. But when they did recover the seats, they did a fantastic job. Back shelf is really nice. It does have two 6x9 speakers in the back connected to the newer style stock looking radio. Great looking Chevelle. Original door panel on the driver's side as well. Looks great. So our jams are good on both sides. Really beautiful paint. They did a great job when they did it. Again, 20 years ago on the paint. Original dash gauges. We do have a factory tach. That works. The only thing that doesn't seem to be working right now is the clock doesn't work. Pretty sure everything else works. We'll check that out again, but turn signal indicators on the dash work. Wipers work and park correctly. Like I said, it does have the aftermarket radio. Console shifter, not console. I'll roll up these passenger windows here and we'll take it for a spin. Windows roll up nice and easy on it too. Does have the, like I said, the aftermarket radio. You got your aux, your AM, FM, and I'm not getting any sound out of it. I wonder if the speakers aren't hooked up. Original steering wheel. I mean, just super nice car. I love this car. And I think it's so cool that I mentioned briefly earlier about the stripes and how they decided to keep those black SS stripes off of it. I think that's kind of cool too, because not many people ordered them that way. The stripes gave it that kind of wow factor. But heck, over, what is it, 40 years later maybe? You have to check me on the math, but 40 years later, without the stripes kind of gives it that wow factor to me. But this Chevelle just rides and drives so damn nice. Steers really nice. We'll check out our brakes here. Look at that. Stopped on a dime. Again, it does have the power brakes, power steering, front disc. And I mean, it's such a cool car, guys. It does have the 350, but it is a Super Sport. Our kickdown works. Shifts nice. Transmission shifts great. It just, man, I get surprised every time I get behind the wheel of one of these low mileage cars, just because they just blow me away with how well they drive and perform. I mean, you'd think, a lot of people think that if you don't have a rebuilt motor, or they didn't pull the motor and rebuild it, then it's not as good, doesn't look as pretty, doesn't perform as well, but that's just not true. These original motors and drivetrains in these cars, when they have low miles like this Chevelle, they're definitely the way to go. A lot of times you see people pull motors and rebuild them, and then the problems start. Yeah, I mean, this car is just phenomenal. Our Our speedometer's working. Tach works. And look at those brakes too. Super nice. Takes right off. Little old 350 just purrs. Again, guys, I'm going to put the link to our website in the description and at the end of this video too. Go check it out. We spent a ton of time underneath, just power washing it, kind of getting all that grease off so we can see that original solid metal underneath. And man, I was impressed by that too. Every turn this car just impresses me. Underneath, super solid, original. And again, I think it's so damn cool that the motor and transmission have never been pulled out. They've of course been serviced and maintained through the years, but man, this car is just phenomenal. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Not too often you get to see a real deal Super Sport in this original condition. Hit the subscribe button, like the video, go to our website to check more out. Thanks.